The vice principal. The vice principal.
Of the kids' school?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't someone send pictures?
Yeah. They're so cute.
What's wrong with the vice principal?
He's just going down a wood slide. He looks too big for it.
Layla's
What is Layla's face there?
there?
Well, there's a ton of pictures. The first one made me sad. The first picture.
Why?
Come here.
This is the first picture?
Mm-hmm. Look at Jack.
Why does it make you sad?
Just leaning on the tree by himself.
I don't see any kid that's with other people by themselves.
I guess. Okay, go away. Take that with you. Look at them. Oh. Hi, Victor. Hi, Victor. Hello?
Necessity.
Hi. How you doing?
I was moving the computer.
That's okay. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was your vacation?
Oh, it was nice.
Yeah?
I'm missing it already.
When did you come back?
And 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Okay. Yeah. And on Tuesday.
Okay. From Brazil, right?
Yep.
Oh,
2 days of
there's a
travel.
lot of people going to Brazil.
Yeah. Yes. Right now, I think it's. I know if it's like low season.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I don't know. There wasn't too many people. Mostly
That's
where we were staying.
Mm-hmm.
But and the locals told us that it was very quiet, very easy right now. So
Oh, really? More than
yeah.
normal, or like it's just as
No.
usual?
No, mostly because they said to us that mostly it's like the season is how do you say, like the beach are populated until March
Mm-hmm.
mostly, and after March it's like I don't know, it's like people don't
Right.
go very much, so so mostly where we were staying, that it was in Caracas.
Yeah.
It was very very chill.
Oh.
But it was great. I never went to Brazil or even
Oh, was your
to
first
the,
time?
yeah, my first time in the Mesopotamia too,
Oh,
in the
okay.
Rios Corrientes. So it's like we made the trip on a car.
Mm-hmm.
So we
By
passed
car?
by.
By
Yeah,
car.
by car.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we passed by in the Rios Corrientes. So it was
Amazing.
nice.
Did you go with your family?
No, with 3 friends.
3 friends. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's fun.
Yes, one of my friends is from Rio Negro, so he had a day more of
Okay.
traveling. So at least it was easier to me than
Yeah.
for him. But yes, it was a nice trip.
That's
We
awesome.
had made some trips together already, so
Mm-hmm.
it was
Yeah. So good. Well, that's amazing. Good for you.
Well, thanks.
I have a few other students that had that were going to Brazil or are in Brazil right now. And
Nice.
yeah, but seems like different places. So either way, I've
Yeah.
never been, so I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Paris is like one of the most popular places for Argentinians. It's
Yes,
like
where
there
you
were
were.
a lot of people of Argentina
Oh, really?
there.
Yeah.
And right now, even it was like, I know, maybe like you went to the beach and was like eight of 10 people probably were
Yeah.
from Argentina.
Yeah. Okay, well, good. I got a message from Luis that he can't make the class today, which is totally fine. I'm just going to reply. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Mechanic. Just going to give him a little applause because he wrote it correctly. Good. So, yeah, I guess we'll wait to see if Javi joins. He's usually a little bit later.
I was preparing. We can read mate on class.
Of
I know
course.
this.
Yeah. So it's just you and me because Javi can't join. He's sick.
Okay. Oh,
Feel better. Okay. So tell me more about your trip. What did you guys do? What did you do that like you've never done before?
because of my surgery, the doctor recommend me to not do like any
Strenuous?
like any physical exercise that is
Right.
like
Yeah.
that probably can insure me or something or
Yes.
something. So for example, I wanted to do some things that I didn't do, but one of the things that I think that I liked most was the like swimming and seeing
In the beach?
fishes. Yep,
Oh yeah.
but seeing the fishes on the water.
Did you go snorkeling?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had
amazing.
I know it's called snorkel in
Yeah.
English too. That like the I had a friend of mine that him I know how to say prestar.
Let you borrow or lend
Yeah,
you. Mm-hmm.
yeah, he brought me a snorkel that he had. So I took them on the trip, and there were some beaches that the water was more clear than others.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that the ones that were clear was I took the chance to swim a lot. So
Were they
it was
colorful? Were
great.
they like very tropical?
No, it looks like mostly the fishes,
Okay.
the color of the fish, or
Yeah. Yeah. The fish.
but the
Yeah.
color of fish. There wasn't many colors. They were more like mostly like white or gray.
Right. Because I
That
guess
had
there's
like
not that
little
much.
tones.
There's not much reef. There's not a lot of coral
No.
reef there. Yeah. Yeah.
No. For example, one beach that we go had dolphins.
Oh wow.
So there were people that, for example, like they get on the water and went swimming with the dolphins.
Yes.
They were like a little far away, so there I wanted to do it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like not the thing that I had to do. So
Are you a strong swimmer?
no, I took some classes for a
Yes.
few years.
Yeah.
Mostly like an exercise, most that.
Right. Right.
But, but I didn't wanted to like to strain. I know how to say like
Strain. Yeah.
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 It's like
Strain. Strain is the word.
I took the swimming like very easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for example, I play volleyball,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there were a lot of people playing beach volleyball, and I didn't play any. So
No.
uh,
Oh, that
but
sucks.
it was great. I mostly wanted to relax, and we did mostly that. Like we
Hmm.
get it up, and like we went to some place, and like it's like there's a difference in the how to say like in the sun time. It's
In
in the sun hours. I don't know how to say it.
Oh yeah, the hours of sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the sun rise at like 6 a.m.
Sunrise? Really?
Yeah, but the sunset was at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
So it seemed like shorter days.
yeah, it's like you have to mostly like take the chance of get on the beach on the morning.
In the morning. Yes.
In the morning,
Yes.
so you will like enjoy
Yes.
more time. But the other thing was that it rained a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So but it's very short. So and it
Oh,
was something
really?
that it's like something that very that caught my attention was that it's like for example maybe it started raining, uh, a very strong rain, and maybe after 1 hour stop.
1 hour. Yeah.
And
Hmm.
yeah, and like half an hour later, it was everything already dry. It
Yes.
was
That's
like I didn't understand why, but
that sounds
it's
like
like
Caribbean rain.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it was
that's
like
how. And it
even
rains
the
really strong too, right? When it does. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
even the grass was dry. It's like the water goes away very quickly.
Yes.
So it wasn't a problem.
I guess
But
it's the humidity, right? It
yeah,
condensates very quickly. Yeah,
yeah, I think so.
evaporates very quickly. That's nice. It must be really green there, very
Yeah,
tropical. Yeah.
it was great. And the temperature wasn't very high. It was
Mhm.
like maybe 24 degrees tops.
Nice.
But when you got on the like on the sun,
Hmm.
was very hot.
Yeah. Very humid.
But uh, not so much because I think that we um, like we got a little of wine of
Hmm.
wine, so it wasn't like here,
Yes.
but it wasn't very calm either. So I
Hmm.
think that probably because of that wasn't I got it into in 2018.
Hmm.
I went to Miami,
Yes.
and at least to me was in Miami was worse.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
humidity is
yeah,
crazy there.
well, that I didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, it's
uh,
nuts. I used to go
yeah,
to Miami for we call it March break in Canada, and in the US they call it spring break. It was crazy.
I,
It was a party. We went to South Beach. But yeah, it's so humid and hot and like Florida is very uncomfortable when it's super hot.
yeah, yeah. I remember that trip, and two of my three friends that went on this trip to Brazil. We
Hmm.
went to Miami.
Oh yeah.
And we agreed that the humidity was worse in
Hmm.
or at least felt it felt worse in Miami.
In Miami, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe it.
but
Yeah.
but in Brazil it was like it was everything. You like sense humidity, but I think that like um, I don't know how to say like no me molestaba.
It didn't
Like
bother me.
yeah, exactly. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
bother me.
Yeah.
But yeah, was great. I really enjoyed most of the days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One day especially, we went to an island
Okay.
that is in front of Florianopolis. That is
Okay.
called Campeche,
Okay.
and it's like a natural reserve,
Oh, nice.
and it was great. Was
What's it called?
the best. Campeche.
Campeche.
I think it's called like Campeche.
Campeche. Campeche, Brazil.
Yeah, Campeche is like Campeche is on the Florianopolis Island,
Yes.
and the Campeche Island is in front of Campeche.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at this beach.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and
Wow.
I saw some birds that I didn't saw in my entire life. They were like blue, and they had colors like blue, green, and purple, and
Yeah, that's
they were
beautiful.
beautiful. They
Wow.
were beautiful. And
That's
the
beautiful.
reserve site has a limited time that you can stay there. So
Do they have any hotels in Campeche? Like on the
no,
island? No?
only two places to eat,
Oh, okay. So it's like a
and
day
nothing else.
thing. It's a day
Yeah,
excursion. Okay.
it's like you have to get on a boat,
Right.
and once you get on the island, you have 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
And after 4 hours, the same boat is like appears again,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
you have to leave because the island is big, but the beach don't.
Yes.
So I think I have, and the guide told us that I think the maximum amount of people that the
That is
beach
around
can
on the
have,
island? That is allowed on
yeah,
the island? Okay.
it's like 800 people, I think.
Oh, wow, at a
That
time.
is, yeah, that is
Wow.
like the maximum amount. So,
Just is it for the purpose of keeping it clean or safe, or what's the purpose? Why do
they
they
didn't
why do
tell
they
us.
limit
Yeah,
capacity?
I know. Maybe I think it's because with the high tide, you
Oh,
lose
yes.
a lot of beach.
Okay. Okay.
So I think
They lose a lot
maybe
of the
because
shoreline.
Auckland, yeah.
Shoreline. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it's because of that, but the guide didn't tell us
Right.
exactly why. But it's like you have in the on the island you have like you um they offer us to do some I don't know how to say it's not trekking, it's like to get
Like hiking?
yeah, hiking, but it's like how to say sendero,
Sendero? Is it like nighttime?
like no, sendero is like it's like the road that you took walking.
Like a
um,
trail.
the trail, exactly.
Trail. Yep.
You have on
Yep.
the over the side you have two trails
Yep. Yep.
that they were like an hour
Right.
of time of hiking.
Right.
So we didn't do it mostly because we had like only 4 hours. So
Yeah.
we prefer to stay on, on
Right.
the water. But yeah,
I need to write Sendero equals trail, not plus trail. That's amazing. I want to go.
yeah.
Do you think it's a
want to
nice
go
place for
there.
families?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were some when got we arrived to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there were some recommendations of some beaches that are like great for family.
Yes.
Mostly because they don't have any how to say what else
Waves.
waves.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have any waves, so
it's a lower tide, a smoother
yeah,
tide. Mm-hmm.
so it was great for kids mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that caught my attention too was that you walk once you enter the water,
Mm-hmm.
you you walk like 100 meters, and the water is still
Shallow.
yeah, it was like it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little tall, so maybe I get an advantage over that. But it was great. It was like in Argentina that maybe you walk like 10 meters and you're already.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
That sounds amazing.
yeah, one of these Punta Dos Canas was called.
Punta Dos Canas?
That was the first beach that we went. It was great. For family, it was one of the top recommendations.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, Florida. Yeah, there it is. That's beautiful. Punta Las Canas. Yeah, that's nice. Did you fly there or did you guys went by car, you said by car?
By car, yeah.
How was it getting
2
across
days.
the border?
It was strange.
Was it?
From we were going, you have 2 options.
Okay.
One of the options was going to Colón, Entre Ríos,
Okay.
and you cross the border to Uruguay.
Okay. Oh, to Uruguay.
And
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and you like make a part of the trip on Uruguay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
later you pass to Brazil.
Okay.
We went over other route that
Mhm.
was going to
Yeah.
Paso de los Libres,
Okay.
that is in Corrientes.
Mm-hmm.
And from Paso de los Libres, you directly pass to Uruguayana, that is
Right.
Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was strange that you have to make the migrations authorizations from Argentina. It's like only a notification. Like,
Okay. And did you require? Were
like
you required?
you are getting out of Argentina.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Require passport. You don't need any passport.
No,
for example,
it's with
only
DNI.
with the yeah,
Oh, okay.
only with the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You make the paperwork on Argentina that you are getting out of Argentina, and you have a bridge that cross the Uruguay River. This is the strange part. When you get to Brazil on the other part of the bridge, you are not obligated to do any migrations or any immigration paperwork.
Oh, really? When you get to Brazil?
There's a very big sign that says something like, we recommend you to go to migrations.
Yeah.
And it's like a roundabout when you
Yes.
when you get out of the bridge. It's a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn left, you go to the Brazil migration office.
Mm-hmm.
And if you turn right, you are already in Uruguayana.
Mm-hmm.
So you can enter Brazil and like, it's like you can enter Brazil and getting out of Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's any Brazilian control
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
frontier. Only the Argentinian part.
Really?
So we went to migrations anyway, mostly because we had how do you say, like a trip assistance, like
Like a
uh,
guide, like a tour guide, or
asistencia al viajero. It's called. It's like
okay. So
a seguro, un
so
seguro.
trip, yeah, okay. So like travel insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a travel insurance, so we do the migrations
Right.
part mostly because we wanted the assistant to work.
Yeah.
So it was like you can do the Brazilian migrations part over
Yeah.
a
Mm-hmm.
webpage, a website. So the only thing that you have to do is like you get to the office and you
Yeah.
show a QR code
Mm-hmm.
and they scan it and
Yeah.
it's okay and you can
So it's
go.
like
So it's
anybody can
like
go.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it was very strange to me. I have the how to say, I have the like um, I know
You
how
can
to
say it in
say it.
Spanish.
Eh, como que yo sé, ya sé cómo es la policía en Brasil, o tenía un pensamiento de cómo era la policía en
Uh-huh.
Brasil.
You already had an idea of how the
And
police
I,
is there.
yeah,
Mm.
and I thought that was like more like I don't know how to say, like more
Corrupt?
no, like controlling,
Oh, like
like
more strict?
yeah, exactly, more
Mm-hmm.
strict that
Yeah.
in the Argentinian part,
Oh, okay.
and it wasn't like that at all.
No?
No, it was like there wasn't
Oh,
any control. We joked that we I know we maybe if we have, for example, like I know, arms
yeah.
in our car, nobody
Nobody would
would
know.
not notice. So it
Wow.
was was very strange.
Isn't that
And
interesting? And you don't
yeah,
hear
I know.
about crimes or anything really happening out of there. So, yeah.
Nice, it's very strange. But after that, um, we went to Rosario do Sul.
Okay.
It's like in the middle of the road, like between Canasvieiras and from where we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
So we sleep there. We slept there,
Yeah.
and the other day we made the trip from Rosario do Sul
Yeah.
to Canasvieiras.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
is,
this was all by car. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We went in a. It's not like it's like a truck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
So it was like because we were four, it
mm-hmm.
was easier to us to
Could like
rob.
carry your luggage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but one of the things is that once you are arriving to Florianopolis, Florianopolis is a very big city.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
and
was just
it's
looking at pictures. It's a
yeah.
city. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it has like 4 million people or something like
Oh,
that
okay.
because it's the capital, it's the state capital
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
Santa Catarina.
Okay.
That is the like the province,
Mm-hmm.
and it's to get to Caras Vieiras, um, you have to pass by Florianopolis, like how to say, like obligatoriamente,
Say it again.
like obligatoriamente, pasar
Oh, it's
obligatoriamente.
mandatory.
Mandatory, yeah.
Mandatory.
You have to cross by Florianopolis,
Mm-hmm.
and the road only have,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say, dos carriles.
On the highway.
Yeah, the highway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you say carril? Like, for example, the amount of lines on the highway.
Let me just double check carril exactly. Yeah, it would be highway.
Yeah, but the highway, for example, you have a highway for two cars or for three or for like the
A
size of the
lane.
highway.
A lane.
A
Lane.
lane. Okay,
Lane.
lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lane.
So the city only have two lanes.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
So it was a small highway,
Uh-huh.
and it had a lot of traffic.
Right.
To it took us a lot of time to make a very little
Oh,
distance.
yeah.
So once you pass by, if you're in Opolis, it's like you
Easy.
don't have too many people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was the only thing. But it was a little tiring to,
Mhm.
to travel like the 2 days.
Yeah.
But we
2 days
wanted
to get
to,
there
yeah, yeah,
from where you are. Where are you again?
yeah, and in the middle of the Buenos Aires province,
Right.
over the La Pampa
Mhm.
edge.
Yes. Yes.
And so it took us a whole day to get to Rosario Sur and
Mhm.
another whole day to get to Carabias.
Right. Right.
But I didn't know any of the of the like the places that we were crossing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it was great. I didn't know Travillos or Corrientes.
Yeah.
Had a lot of dogs barking.
Are those your dogs?
No, I don't have any
Oh.
dog.
Oh no.
But I have a lot of dogs in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So was it expensive, Victor? Is it expensive?
And in some things, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For
Like the
example,
food?
the food
Mm-hmm.
was a lot
Yeah.
expensive
So
than
like
here in
as you
Argentina.
would expect for tourists in a
Yeah,
touristy
exactly.
area. Yeah. Yeah.
But not only on the touristic areas, but already on the trip when we stopped to eat something was
Yes.
already like double the price that in Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
The gas
Mm-hmm.
and the food was almost like the double the price. So,
Yes.
for example, we filled the tank uh, and the fuel tank in Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
and when we were coming back, we got to Argentina almost without fuel
Oh really?
because we didn't want to
You didn't want to fill up there.
fill up
Yeah.
in Brazil, yeah. Also because it's half the price in Argentina.
Right.
But I don't know how to say hospedaje.
Hospedaje, like accommodations or
The
a
accommodation.
hostel.
Yeah, we rent an apartment.
Yeah, so like accommodation, or I
Yeah,
mean, it depends if you go Airbnb or
exactly. We use
yeah. Okay,
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yeah.
The price was lower than in Argentina, for example.
Really?
Yeah, for example, it was Mar del Plata. I think my parents went there
Mm-hmm.
and they paid like double the amount of the price that we pay
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in Carapilas. So the accommodation was cheaper
Mm-hmm.
and the food and the fuel was more expensive.
Right. So
And
accommodation's cheaper, food and fuel is
yeah,
more. Interesting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, there were some things that were cheaper in Brazil. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I bought some because I'm I'm, I'm
Yes.
still like buying things. I'm still buying things for the house.
Yes.
So I went a place and there were very beautiful plates.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They were like 40% the price that is in Argentina.
Really? Like
For me, yeah,
dishes? Do you mean dishes?
yeah, exactly.
Really?
So I bought some,
Nice.
and there were some things like that were a lot cheaper. I don't know
Yes.
why. But for example, when we went to the supermarket, the almost like the only thing that was cheaper in Brazil was the cachaça. That is like their liquor. It's like a distillation. I don't
Oh,
know if it's
okay.
called a distillation of sugar cane.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
like rum.
How do you call? What do you call it?
It's like this. It has the little C that the Portuguese
Mm-hmm.
have. It's called like this. I'm going to write it here. It's the liquor. Um, like this. I don't know if it's liquor. I think
Liquor.
the liquor that they use
Chac
to
or chac.
prepare caipirinhas.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And you
So
found that was
yeah,
cheaper?
yeah.
So
I
distillery, a distillery.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like half the price that is in Argentina, but probably because here is like an import,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it was like Argentinian wine in Brazil. Was I didn't believe at first I didn't believe the price of the
Yeah.
wine of our wine in Brazil.
How was it?
Was like maybe 3 times the price that
Oh,
we have
well.
here.
Yeah.
Like for example, maybe a 1,000 bottle
Yeah.
in Brazil it was like 3,500 or maybe 4,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was like there is an import for them. So
The wine here, I guess, is because there's such a high production of it. Is like the wine in Canada is 3 or 4 times the price of what it is here. It's super expensive for what it is, and people pay for it because you can't get the same kind of wine that you can get here, right?
yeah,
So, but yeah, that's what I do like about Argentina is the price of the wine.
yeah. I remember that when we went to the States, maybe a pint of beer
A pint, yeah, yeah,
wa- was like $7 or $8, and
yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah,
That's a
it
sale
was.
now. That's a deal now.
Yeah, but it was like in Brazil. What was one of the things that I noticed was that the price of
The
wine.
alcohol, yeah.
But one of the things that I like it a lot was to have a very like a lot of fruits of different fruits
Okay, yeah.
like dragon fruit that I
That you've
never
never
tried.
tried.
So yeah, I tried there. Um, Mostly
So like
like
tropical fruits?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have a lot of lime
Oh,
that
yes, yes.
I don't find any lime here. So
Yeah.
and it's one of the key ingredients to prepare a caipirinha.
Yes,
So
yes.
so it was very easy to prepare caipirinha
Yeah.
in Brazil. But
Yeah, it's hard to find limes here. My
yeah,
husband likes making mojitos, and you need lime for that. Well, I mean, you need lime for it. You could replace it
yeah,
with lemon, but it's not the same.
yeah, it's not the
And yeah,
same.
it's like if he finds a lime, he's all over it because it's they're harder to find for sure. So
In Brazil, like our lemons, they call it Sicilian lemons,
oh yeah, yeah.
like Lima Siciliana, something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't know why, but yeah, it was like they only use lime. You don't see any lemons.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So so one of the things is that when we uh, we go out to eat, it
Yeah.
was very expensive,
Yeah.
and the food it wasn't very good.
Oh no.
No, it was. It's like at least we agree
Mm-hmm.
with my friends that, um, for example, they have a lot of how to say frituras,
Oh, fried
fried
foods.
fried fried
Yep.
food.
fried.
but they use like I think it's like a palm oil.
Oh yes, yeah,
So it's like a more brown
yes,
fried
yes,
that's
yeah,
here. It's very strong.
yes,
So the fried food was we didn't like it very much,
yes,
and it was expensive to go
yes,
out to eat. So what we did was to go to the supermarket,
yeah.
and we have in the apartment we have it's called a churrasquera.
Okay, yeah,
That
yeah,
is like a barbecue.
yeah. There isn't really a word in English to
Yeah.
to replace churrasquera. In fact, where I come from, especially in Toronto, um, there will be restaurants with their names, and then underneath it'll say churrasquera
Nice.
because there's no word for
Yeah,
it.
it's,
Yeah,
it's easier that way.
yeah,
Yeah, it's what we have a churrasquera, so it was cheaper to us, and it's not because of it was cheaper, but it was tastier too
yes,
to buy, for example, picanha, that is
yep.
a kind of meat
Like
of Brazil.
the cane sugar, or like the cane.
No, it's like the picanha is like
Oh, picanha. Hmm.
picanha. It's like a meat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say corte.
Okay, like a
Corte.
type of cut. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Type
Like a cut. Yeah.
of meat cut
Yep.
that is very popular in Brazil.
Yes.
And we bought that and we cooked it over the churrasquera that
Nice.
we had
Yeah.
in on the apartment. And
Mm-hmm.
to us, all this was tastier and cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
and we enjoyed a lot more. Like we have a little patio
Yeah. Yeah.
over in the apartment, so it was we enjoyed more like sitting
Mm-hmm.
in the patio and drink something.
Yeah.
That going we went to eat
Mm-hmm.
to some places, but maybe like 3 times
Yes.
only. So what's
Yeah, but
it
that's
to
like
taste?
that's relaxing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and one of my friends that went with us, he has a parrilla.
He has.
He manages a parrilla like a restaurant. Um, it's like how to say it? It's like
How do you spell it in Spanish?
a parrilla is like a meat restaurant.
Okay. Ah, parrilla. Oh my
Parrilla.
gosh. Sorry. I was hearing something else. Sorry.
Yeah. So
Parrilla.
he,
Yeah,
he,
yeah, yeah.
he
Oh,
has a
that's good.
parrilla.
So he knows a
So
lot.
yeah, exactly. So
Right.
he is always how to say predispuesto.
Say that again.
Predispuesto.
He's
Una persona
always
está.
he's always like ready to try something new,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 He's always ready to cook something
Yes, yes.
on the
Yeah.
churrasquera. So
Yes.
so
Predisposed would be the word, but I don't
yeah,
know if we could predisposed. Yeah, predisposed, but um predisposed would be I guess a good word, but I don't know. I feel like we could probably find a better word.
yeah,
Predisposed. But yeah, that's good. So he knows what to do
yeah,
and what to look for, and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So he went to the I don't know how to say carniceria,
Butcher.
the butcher. So
Butcher.
he went alone and started to speak with the
Oh
with
yeah.
the butcher and we he got some deals too.
Yeah.
So and because of there was many people in the supermarket too
Mhm.
was like we had a lot of chances to speak
Right.
with the people that work there.
Did you find it easy to communicate?
Yeah, and it was easier for it's easier for the Brazilians to understand us
Yes, but harder for
that for us to understand them.
Right. Right.
And they said they said like that we didn't, how to say, we don't worry to speak in Spanish because they understand.
Okay. Okay.
But
So not to
when
worry
they,
about speaking
yeah,
Spanish. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But when they speak Portuguese, when they spoke Portuguese, there were some moments that we
Well,
didn't
it's
understand.
probably also because they're used to hearing Argentinians
Yeah,
speak, and so, they understand it more, but Argentinians don't get a lot of Brazilians, so you're not really used to hearing their language, right?
yeah, exactly.
Have you
Here,
ever
probably
heard
is that.
Portuguese from Portugal?
Um, I heard some words because my grandma is my great grandparents were Portuguese
Oh, yeah? Well,
because
that Portuguese
here,
is so hard
yeah,
to understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and my grandma has some words
Oh, really?
when she speaks of Portuguese that were mostly from their
Yes.
parents. So
Yeah.
because one thing is here where I live, in the other cities around my city, they call us Portuguese, like
Oh, yeah?
Portugueses,
Really?
because for example, uh, there's it's normal here to have like a very strong immigration from one place.
Yes.
For example, you have very close here you have Coronel Suarez, and it has a lot of German immigrants.
German. Uh-huh.
German. You have Pigüe that have a lot of French
Okay.
immigrants,
Okay.
and here in my city, in my town, it's mostly Portuguese immigrants.
Really? So
So
would they
it's
have
that
moved from like in during the war or after the war, the Second War?
no, it was I think after the first war,
Okay.
mostly in the like 1910,
Okay.
1920.
Okay.
And it was like here in my area, it's mostly people from Spain and from Portugal, but
Right.
they are from the frontier. From
Okay.
the
Okay.
so, for
Frontera.
example,
Frontier.
the the for example, my great grandparents that were from Spain,
Mm-hmm.
they were 20 kilometers away from the part of my family that was from Portugal.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It was a very close
Very close.
area, yeah, and
Right.
mostly that area was
Mm-hmm.
the immigrants that come here were from
Mm-hmm.
that area, and it's
Okay.
like the west of Spain and the very east of Portugal.
Right.
So I mostly growing up here, I heard with right now there I think there aren't like too much people, but when I was little,
Mm-hmm.
we had a lot of people that were born in Portugal
Right.
still.
Oh, that were
So
there. So that basically
yeah,
immigrated as babies
yeah,
or
exactly.
children. Yeah. Yeah.
As little children. So
Yeah.
there are still some people, for example, parents of people that I went to school. Or went
Right.
to school they were born. They come here like babies from
Mm-hmm.
Portugal.
Yeah.
So I heard some people speaking
You heard
Portuguese
it. You
from
heard.
Portugal,
Yes. Yeah.
and
It's
I
rough.
just yeah
It's like so muy chocante, like very
yeah
right. It's like I compare it a lot to the French, the Canadian French. So the Canadian French
yeah
is the Portuguese of
from
Portugal.
Quebec, I think.
Yes. Yeah, Quebecois French is so harsh and just very like rough sounding. Whereas France French or French from France is much softer. It's more romantic. It has a nice flow. Kind of like how I see the Brazilian Portuguese is
Yeah,
softer, right? But yeah, it's rough. It's
exactly.
rough. But still with a Latin base language or native tongue, like Spanish, it is still easier to understand. Even
Yeah.
still, even if it's more harsh.
Yeah, I had difficult. The difficult part was some specific words,
Yes.
but you can understand a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe there was a word specifically. For
Yeah.
example, the first day that we arrived, we arrived like on the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and after that we take a walk by the neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
and I closed the door.
Right.
When we get back to the apartment, we got back to the apartment. I tried the key, and the key didn't work.
It didn't work. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we.
Was it an automatic one? Like a card?
No,
Oh,
no,
just
it
a
was like it was a key that the door,
right.
the apartment was in front of the sea,
Right. Right.
and the door was exposed, but the
Right.
side of the house that was exposed to the sea. So
Yeah.
I think that probably the how to say the cerradura,
Say it again.
cerradura, la cerradura de la
Cerradura, the
puerta,
lock.
the lock.
Lock.
So
Yeah.
probably the lock was
Jammed.
like yeah. So we arrived to the apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and we the key didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to call the Airbnb host,
Yes. Yes.
and he was Brazilian, so
Yeah.
like he didn't understand me that we were outside.
Right.
that we
Did you have to wait for a long time?
no, he'll live like maybe like 4 or 5 blocks away.
Yes.
So, but it was already at night, so
Mm-hmm.
he got to the house and tried to open the door. He couldn't open it,
Yes.
and I don't know why, but we were trying the key, and the door opened.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't do anything
Oh, weird.
strange, and the lock wasn't working
Mm-hmm.
still,
Mm-hmm.
but the door was open. So at the other day, he changed the lock.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it was like the first communication test that we
Right.
had.
That you had.
Yeah,
Well, at least
So-
it was resolved.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
a very great host.
You always have Google. You can always use Google Translate too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. That sounds amazing. Good nightlife too.
No.
No, no. It's not.
Almost nothing. It was like the place only has like one club. And
Oh, okay.
it's for Argentinians.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
like at 8 o'clock,
Mhm.
there wasn't any people on the street. There wasn't any open.
Really?
Yeah, it was like maybe there were other places that had some, but there in Las Vegas,
Mhm.
like have like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
That didn't have any. You have some bars to go drink something, but
Yeah.
clubs and that. I think that there was.
What time are the
there was-
restaurants open until?
I don't know very well, but it's like people. It's all the world is and how to say like temprano, like
Temprano, like early?
early. All of the world is early than us,
Yes.
I think.
Oh, yes.
So, so in Brazil, mostly like at 8:30
Yes.
or like 9 as a late time was
Yep.
people were already dining, so they eaten dinner. So
Yeah.
at 10, I think probably they were closed.
Yes.
But yeah, but I think it's a problem. It's a problem probably from Argentina.
It's
or
not
I
a
don't know,
problem.
from
It's just
Spain
their
maybe.
lifestyle. Yeah, it's just the
Yeah,
lifestyle.
Italians and Spaniards it's
Oh,
relate too. So
Canada, people have their children in bed by like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. They have dinner between 5 and 6 if they get home from work by then, because sometimes they come home later. And then they go to bed at like 10, 11 at the latest. It's kind of like over and over every day like that.
yeah, the other time I saw a video about uh, he's um, a boy that is from Uruguay
Yeah.
that is married to a girl from New Zealand, I think,
Okay.
and they made a video where the boyfriend was eating like merienda,
Yes.
and the wife was eating dinner.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah, because merienda here is dinner time there.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's yeah, very strange.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't mind it. It is what it is. It's fine. But anyway,
But probably you have to get, I guess, how to say,
accustomed?
accustomed. Yeah,
Yeah. Accustomed or get used to it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My kids come home from school and they're like ready for a snack. But they're good to wait still to eat, after 9 or 10. Like
Yeah.
it took a little while to get used to it, but no, but they're used to it now. Yeah. Last night we had a last minute plan to have pizza at a friend's, and three families together with their kids. We didn't get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So that was
Yeah.
on a Wednesday. So Monday it was a last minute asado with them, and didn't get home again till like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3 o'clock. It's like, I don't know. It's just the culture
It's,
here, right? I mean,
exactly.
that was a little excessive, two nights in 1 week, but
Yeah. Well, when I got here from the trip, we
yeah.
arrived like at 9 o'clock
Mhm.
at night, and my family was waiting for us with an asado.
Yes, yeah,
So we traveled all day, and we arrived here to the asado, and I think that I got on bed like at 2 a.m.
yeah.
and at 8 I had work.
The next day, yeah.
So it was, and it was the first day of work after all of my vacations. So it
Yes. Oh,
was
that was rough.
was a hard day.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you guys don't
Yeah.
have siesta. Buenos Aires doesn't really do siesta, right?
No.
No.
Uh,
No,
but
here
here,
the siesta is sacred in San Juan. It's like,
yeah,
yeah,
no,
you can go to bed at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because it's okay because you have siesta the next day for sure.
yeah,
Don't
but
Nobody
here
touches
too.
anybody's siesta.
In my town, you go outside. Yeah, I go outside at 2 p.m. and you don't
Yes.
see even the dogs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's something from the interior.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, awesome.
Well,
I'm so happy to hear about your trip. It was a good class.
well, yeah.
I enjoyed it. Anyway,
But
I will send some stuff to do. We're covering a lot of work vocabulary. So I'll send you the list of what we've done. I'll put it in the group, and then I think it's in the worksheet. I'll double check that
okay,
it's been updated. But yeah, I'll send you what we've done, and then next week we'll continue on with the vocabulary, and also we're doing prepositions, place preposition. So I'll send you all that stuff.
great.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Victor. Welcome back.
Well, thank
Okay,
you.
have a good evening. Enjoy your
Thank you.
weekend.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Mommy, only one person?